Since Donald Trump took office, America's been at war with a dangerous foe, one that's been operating in the open for a long time. Recently, I went down to Washington, D.C. to meet the enemy face to face. From his first day in office, the President of the United States has repeatedly singled out one group as the enemy of the people. Is it the Russian spies who hacked us? The mass shooters terrorising our schools? The oil companies dumping waste into our water? The agricultural companies poisoning our food? Incompetent leaders poisoning Flint, Michigan? Chinese companies stealing our jobs? Drug makers fueling our opioid crisis? White nationalists marching in the street? ISIS? The Taliban? The Mexicans? Shark scientists? Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors? Whoever decided fancy toast was a thing? Soldiers who get themselves captured? Personal trainers? Mouthy porn stars? The North Koreans threatening us with nuclear war? Nah, I'm talking, of course, about the press.
They are the enemy of the people.
Just listen to these pointless questions.
The president's spreading false information via his Twitter account seems to encourage wartime atrocities.
What's going on here?
Did he lie?
That's a pretty bold accusation.
Since their job is fact-checking the Trump administration, I assume they drink a lot. And sure enough, I found 4 members of the White House press corps in a Washington, D.C. bar in the middle of the day. So you all work for different outlets. Do you all get along?
The White House press corps is a pretty close-knit group because when you're really in it, you travel so much together with the same people around the world, seeing them day after day.
Okay, so you all travel together, you all ask questions together. How much inner f***ing is going on?
Is that a term?
You've all got to be having sex with each other.
I have not had sex with anybody at this table.
So you've all been journalists in DC for a very long time. How is this administration different from the other ones you've worked on?
Totally unpredictable.
There used to be a lot of complexity and a lot of nuance about how you'd cover anything, but the rest of the city can't plan around it either, so all of that's gone.
There is a constant psychology of the president that comes at you at a velocity I've never seen. Meaning at
Literally
close
at 6
range.
a.m. every single day from Twitter.
Does that have its advantages? Is that a thing that's actually refreshing in a way?
Well, I would say yes, because you kind of know what the most powerful person in the country is thinking at
all
most
times.
of the time.
And apparently what he thinks about most of the time, shitting on the FBI, shitting on the State Department, shitting on Democrats, shitting on Jay-Z. He makes the news, and then he sits at home tweeting about the news. And the thing he likes to scream the most?
Fake news.
Fake news.
Very fake news.
What could be more fake than CBS and NBC and ABC and CNN?
Does the term fake news infuriate you?
Yes. Fake news, as imagined by Donald Trump, is news that I don't agree with.
Right.
Fake news is what Russia did in the election. Like, there is not some grand plot here.
You don't just make up information. That's why it is
Infuriating it is that
People
then
think we do.
he is bolstering the idea that maybe we do
And
every
we
single
don't,
day.
But it's so funny
are
that
there
people
some outlets
believe
that are doing that are giving you a bad name?
What bothers me about fake news is what happens internationally. Because when the American president tells the world that news is illegitimate, other leaders in other countries take a cue from the United States on press freedoms. And you are already seeing this happening around the world.
That's right. Just like his cheap condo developments, Trump's fake news mantra pops up around the globe.
Police taking women by the hair out of polling stations.
You know, there has been a lot of alternative facts and fake news here.
Demonstrators have clashed with riot police.
This is the real fake news.
At least 200 civilians have been killed in government shelling.
We're living in a fake news era, as you know.
This has an echo chamber effect.
Does he get that?
I don't think he cares.
And presidents in the past in their White Houses, when the press corps travels with them, they help you fight to get into the room for press conferences. They're like elbowing the Chinese press with you. And part of that was to show this is something that is important to America.
This job must be all-encompassing. Does Trump make your job more exciting?
It feels more relevant than ever before.
There is a greater conversation in the country about institutions and their strength. Institution of Congress, institution of the courts, institution of the presidency itself, and the fourth institution, a free press. Is it fake? Is it not? Is it real? Is it not? That's a conversation that's happening in this country in ways they simply were not a year ago. That's a real thing.
All right, so the conversation will continue. But meeting these guys is at least a reminder that the press isn't just a political punching bag. It's made up of thousands of regular people, working late, travelling, eating awful food, missing their families, trying to get the details right, and dedicating their careers to holding the people you elected accountable. And all for articles that I mostly read whilst taking a shit. Just Speaking the Truth scores points with their fan base. Now, if only we had a president who would return the favour.